Good evening, sir. We, on behalf of AMSA, would like to welcome you. And let me give some introduction about AMSA. AMSA, Indian Medical Student Association, is a student-led, not-for-profit, non-governmental, big representative organization for medical students from across Asia, the Asia Pacific and beyond. AMSA provides us opportunity to interact with other medical students, not only from our college, but also from different colleges all across national and international level. It also provides opportunity to share knowledge through organizing different events. AMSA has an interactive student exchange program, regularly undertakes national and regional projects, provides humanitarian assistance at times, produces quarterly student publication and license with World Health Organization and many other international and regional medical student organizations. So, participants, I would now like to introduce you with our today's speaker, Deek Parassini.
Hey.
Sir, waiter. Deek Parassini is in a mission to make positivity free for all, and he believes that life is all positivity and negativity doesn't exist. Give him a few minutes of your time and he will prove it to you. Over 18 years of work experience in marketing, sales, engineering and psychology gives him a wide-spanning experience to draw from. He is working as a regional sales manager, Middle East and South Asia. He has completed Bachelor of Science, MBA from Birla Institute of Technology, India, and then MSc in Business Psychology from UK. Deek sir is very passionate, energetic, and frank in his interaction. He has talked to thousands of people of various age groups and touched their lives with positivity. The majority of his sessions is in a form of question answers, as he believes that whatever the motivation is given to people, if their core problems, doubts are not solved, motivation is no help. He understands the core and provides positive solution that shifts their life in a positive direction. Deek sir's mission is to serve the world by infusing positivity in people's life. This session that he does is just giving back to community. His straightforward and frank approach keeps the audience engaged, and he leaves you with vital information close to life and easy to implement, which makes you a better human being at the time of end of the session. Today, you are getting an opportunity to interact with Deek sir directly, so feel free to ask all your questions about life and get it clear. This is more of a question answer sessions where you have to ask your doubt about anything. Let it be relationship, career, education, dream, goal, etc. As he always says, meet me once, clear all your doubts and forget me. Deek sir, we on behalf of all AMSA are having pleasure to have you right now. Thank you for joining. Over to you, sir.
It's my pleasure. Thanks a lot for everyone for giving me such a beautiful introduction. I would like to thank the whole team and AMSA for giving me this opportunity to talk to all the upcoming doctors and medical students who's going to be on board. So I really don't know how many of you actually know about me. I really don't know how many actually, have read about me. But it's good that less people know me. I'm happier that way, right? So there's lesser things to figure out. So what you can do is, I really don't know how do you want to do it. There's many ways I do this session, okay? One is directly talk about positivity and go that way. That's one way. One way is talk about my story, so you have an overview of who the heck I am, right? Why am I doing this crappy stuff? That's the other thing. The third thing is I can directly go to question answer session. Telling my story is a waste of time because you don't need to know me. All my duty is to give you the answers which you're looking for in life, which means you can ask me any question from birth to death, any question, literally anything. You can ask me like anger, how do you deal with anger, right? Or you can ask me, okay, I have exams coming in, what do I do? Most of the, hottest topic which most of the youth ask me is about breakup issue, how to get out of breakup, right? Guys, 70% of the girls and boys who come to me with problems are breakup issues. I don't know why. but that's what I come across a lot of time. So feel free to clear your doubts, because that is my job. I tell everyone, meet me once, clear all your doubts, and forget me, because you don't need to know me again, right? My job is to give you these answers. Now you'll be worried as to how I can ask my questions directly on a public forum. It is your call. If you ask, I will clear your doubts. If you don't ask, life is going to teach you regardless, right? Because life is going to teach you regardless. That's what meeting me is. Sometimes I say it's just a shortcut to make you understand these small things, because at the end of the day, people have maximum 5 problems in life. Maximum. I'm not saying minimum. Maximum 5 problems in life. But what you do is you don't solve these 5 problems and then you go and suppress these 5 problems and go after profession, go after relationships, go after addictions, go after all these things to run away from what you are actually suffering through. So there's many ways I can do it. I'm telling you. So now the worry will be, what if, how do I ask a question? So as a protocol, I think Devanshu has told that you can say, hi, I will pick your name and you can ask me a question. That is point number 1. You can ask me a question directly. I have a problem. This is what I have seen. What is your suggestion? That is one way of asking me. Second way, you can ask me, today's generation have a problem, or today's medical students have a problem. What is your suggestion for that? Third way, you can ask me, don't tell it's your problem, tell it's my friend's problem, so that I don't know, right? So everyone's hearing here will think that is my friend's problem, and you can ask me a question that way also. The more questions you ask me, the more interesting the session gets. The more questions you don't ask me, the more boring the session gets. My session is a very strange session, and why I'm doing this, there's one reason why I'm making you ask the questions. Many people ask me, why do you directly go for asking questions? The day you stop asking is the day you stop growing. Get this point. If there's one thing you have to learn from this session, keep this one thing. The day you stop asking is the day you stop growing. So that is why I make all my sessions. You can ask me anything which is bothering you internally, anything which is hitting your heart, parents issues, friends issues, colleagues issues, career issues, literally anything. That's how I do all my sessions. It is one kind of a strange session. That's what I tell. Questions or my story? Again, a choice I'm giving to you people. Let it be more interactive, right? So that you have a nice time. I also have a nice time. Don't think that I'm some special or a great person. You have to give me respect. Crap all the respect. Crap all that. Don't take that. This guy, I have to, treat him in a certain way. I'm seeing you as a friend, as my brother and sister, and that's how you're talking. You want to make fun of me? Make fun of me. If there's something I'm telling which you think that is not right, counter me also. Don't take it one-sided, because there's some things more I have to learn from you people also, right? So what's the suggestion? Questions or my story, or how do you guys want to go? I'm going to make you guys talk. This is one session where I make people talk. Whoever comes on camera gets the priority first, right? Because why? Because people are taking the initiative to come on camera. I have to respect them. Second, whoever comes on audio gets the second priority. Third priority, I give it to people who text on their questions if they want to. So I always give this priority because I'm coming on camera. I respect people who come on camera first. That's my duty, right? That's because you are taking the effort to show yourself. I have to give that priority towards you. So how do you guys want to do it? It's your call how you do this show. It's not my call. I don't have any prepared speeches, but only if you ask, I'm going to answer. Because if you learn asking, in future, you don't need anyone else to motivate you. So my job is to get you self-motivated. My job is to get you these answers, which is demotivating you every day. My job is to make you stand on your legs, so that you don't need another motivator. You don't need any of these motivational speakers. You don't need any of these motivational books to get motivated once you know how to be self-motivated, right? And that's what I'm saying. Meet me once, clear all your doubts, and forget me, because you know how to self-motivate. You don't need anyone when you know how to stand. Why hold on to someone to raise you up when you yourself can stand and raise yourself up? But that 5 problems are not answered. whatever you try, you are never going to raise up, because that life, that system, that problems, that issues will keep hitting you until you make that difference. So, questions, my story, or talk about anything what I want to talk about? Anyone? Any questions? I know it's very, very strange suddenly asking questions, or if you want to tell my story, I can tell my story. Just, the main guys can just poof off your mic and just share it and talk it out. Can I hear you?
People, you can vote in the chat box which way do you want it.
Yeah, just shoot in your chat box, story or questions. If it's questions, say I have a question, I will pick it. Yes, Jaideep, what's your question? Or unmute your mic and ask your question. I love this, man. I love going directly to questions. You don't need to know me. Yeah. Yes, Jaideep, go ahead. What's your question? Jaideep 1. Come on, man. Come on your mic and speak up. Don't type the question. Let's have it entertaining. Come on, Jaideep. You can do it. You can do it. He's still sticking on chat? He's still sitting on chat. Okay. So let me take Jaideep.
I'm outside.
Oh, you're outside. Okay, fine. Fair comment. Well taken. I will ask this question. So Jaideep asked this question. So what do you do when you used to love your work but passion has killed by work-life balance issues? Okay. So his question is that we have a passion, right? And you have something which you love doing, but due to work, which is the actual work which you do, and due to that life balance, you tend to kill your passion. What are you supposed to do? Very great question. Badminton is your passion. Perfect. Thanks a lot for informing that. So Jaideep, I understand it is a passion and you don't want to make it a profession, right? I hope that is very clear, because if you want to make it a profession, you wouldn't be sitting here, right? So if you want to do it as a passion point of view, what I tell people is, when you say work-life balance, there is a big confusion for people. When you say work-life balance, the first question I ask everyone is, you say work, which means it can be studies, it can be office work, it can be something which you have to do to up your profession, or a form of revenue or a form of earning you can make. That is how I define, and you should be also defining as work. Right now I'm studying so that I go into a profession and get that work which I'm looking for. So that's point number 1. So my point is, that is your work, which is technically 8 hours of your life. Now, the next question is, what is life? Okay. That is where most of the people have confusion. If your life is to go and watch, I think the world, I think badminton competition, I think the world, something is going on right now. I hear, some of our Indian people have lost it, right? So my question here is, are you passionate about watching badminton, or are you passionate about playing badminton? Most of the people, like for cricket, most of the people have passion in watching cricket. That is not passion, that is entertainment and time pass. Okay, so make sure you clearly, okay, Jaideep is saying playing badminton. So make sure you clearly differentiate entertainment by other people play and entertainment by you yourself playing. Many people watch cricket, many people watch movies, many people watch all these things. If you're passionate about something, go after it, right? Why I'm saying go after it is, stop watching that 3 hours of movies. Stop watching all the time pass which you do, hanging around, partying and all that. Go play badminton during that time. You can't tell me that in 24 hours, you don't have 2 hours to play badminton. It's impossible, right? That is point number 1. Next, you tell me, I have lots of time to study. Okay, that due to which I can't. I will tell you how I divide my time generally, right? Normally what I do is 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours. Okay, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours. 6 hours, do the duty which I said, work. It can be studies, it can be going to school, it can be going to college, it can be doing whatever you want, right? Second thing is, you have to sleep for 6 hours, minimum 6 to 8 hours, whichever way you want. The other 6 hours is working on yourself, which also includes eating, having a bath, and then other time of taking care of your health, maybe 1 hour of exercise and all that. You have another 6 hours, basically what I would say once you're an adult, to serve the society, right? So what are you doing with the 6 hours is the question I always ask to most of the people. What I see is most of the people tend to time pass with the 6 hours and waste a lot of time overthinking and doing things which you don't want to do, right? So stop this 6 hours. The 6 hours which you have for your own, use less time and go play badminton for 1 hour. Go play badminton for 2 hours. You're not going to play badminton for 8 hours of a day, right? Right now, maybe you have a lot of studies. Okay, half an hour badminton. Early morning, I'm going to get up, play badminton, and I'm happy, right? And that is how you build it, and keep doing that. I'm never ever telling you to kill your passion here. Once you're done with your education, once you become that doctor, you have enough 8 hours to play your badminton. But are we doing that? We just say, oh, too much studies, my badminton is gone. Too much studies, my badminton is gone. Passionate people are people who are willing to do the thing what they love every second which they're off their real responsibilities. Right now, I'm doing these talks. I do a lot of sessions for various people. I do private conversations. I do phone call conversations. I already have work. I work as a regional sales manager. I have a family over here. I have my wife and a 3-year-old child. Okay? 3-year-old child, no helper. Right? We don't believe in having helper when we can do our work on our own. And plus, I'm coming live and talking to you people. Plus, every day I have one phone call with some random people who I don't know, wanting to know about positivity. If you're really driven by passion, you will find ways to do it. But is it passion? Is the question which you need to ask yourself. I do all my sessions completely free. It's just my passion. And I'm going to keep doing it for the rest of my life, completely free for anyone who wants. That is passion. What is passion? Something you're willing to do if you get paid or if you don't get paid. That is true passion. I hope, Jaideep, I've clearly discussed and clarified all your doubts with regards to passion, I hope. So go ahead, play it. If you don't have a court, now next day you will say, sir, COVID, courts are closed, I can't do it. Take a badminton bat at home and just bounce it with that cock. You just bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it higher, bounce it higher, bounce it against the wall. I know real good badminton players literally hitting it against the wall and playing badminton. I've seen that. But then, are you doing that? Okay, Jaideep says, yes, thank you so much. That means I've done my justice to his question. All thanks to God. Who next? Da-da-da-da. Okay, Ayush, you said question. What's your question? Yes, Ayush.
Yeah, sir. Actually, मेरे को जानना है कि वर्क एथिक कैसे डिफाइन करते हैं और मेन प्रॉब्लम ये रहती है कि हम किसी काम को शुरू तो कर देते हैं, लाइक हमने गोल्स बनाया है, जैसे मैंने बहुत सारे जगह देखा कि आप गोल्स बनाओ तो पेपर पे लिखो, सुबह लिखो और आपको असेस करो कि आपने कितने कंप्लीट किए, वो सब करते हैं, लेकिन कभी आता है ये लाइक 10 days 12 days मैक्सिमम 1 month 2 months, उसके बाद कंसिस्टेंसी टूट जाती है. लेकिन ऐसा भी नहीं होता कि हम खुद टूटते हैं, लेकिन कई बार एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स के कारण वो कंसिस्टेंसी टूट जाती है.
Good question.
So how to bring that back? और आप वर्क एथिक को कैसे डिफाइन करते हैं? मैंने बहुत जगह देखा कि वर्क एथिक, सेल्फ बिलीफ, वो सब टर्म्स इतनी बड़ी-बड़ी है कि डिफाइन कैसे करते हैं?
Okay, let me make, see, my other job which I do is most of the English dictionary words I try to make it simple, right? So Ayush, let me ask you a simple question. How old are you now? If you can disclose your age.
You're 19 years old.
You're 19 years old. Did you miss your birthday celebration anytime in this 19 years?
Yeah,
Once only, but you have celebrated most of the 18 days without any miss up. Okay, did you miss your breakfast, lunch or dinner ever?
ऐसे जानबूझ के नहीं छोड़ा, लेकिन कभी काम की वजह से
कभी छूट जाता है. But generally you don't do it for a long time because you know the birthday is an important day for me. You know food is important for me. But when studies comes, oh yaar chalta yaar, doctor to banne wala hi hai, to kya hone wala? You will tend to think, yaar, I'm doing from this college, you will take it easy. I'll tell you something, Ayush, one simple question. If I tell you tomorrow morning at 4:30 a.m. in the morning, come every day to my place, I will give you 1 lakh rupees for the rest of your life. Would you miss that?
सर जेन्युइनली तो सच कहूं तो यस, क्योंकि लाइक मेरा ऐसा ही है कि अगर मरना है तो ऐसे लिखा होना चाहिए कि कार्डियक सर्जन आगे लिखा होना चाहिए, लाइक ऐसे नहीं कि
it is not, Ayush, it is not. I get it. So the problem here is that you're going after being a cardiologist or the surgeon who you want to be. But my question, Ayush, why do you want to be? Because now the dialogue, what you're telling me is that you want to be a cardiosurgeon just because when you die, people should know that he was a cardiologist. Your drive is after the name. Your passion is after the name. So what happens after you get the cardio certificate? You will stop doing the right focused job which you're actually doing. Because your death is related to I want to be a surgeon. या surgeon तो बनना है मुझे, बस वही focus है, बनने के बाद कस मेरा काम खत्म हो गया. So the point here, Ayush's first thing is, why do I want to become a surgeon? There are people who need my help. There are people who have to pay a lot of money due to which they can't help. At the end of the day, there are many doctors who are dying, and you will tell that, oh, yaar, ye to, itna loota aadmi logon ko, or then he became a doctor. After death, you have a surgeon's certificate, but log to burai bolne wala hai, you die also, doesn't make any difference to this world. So the question here is, why Ayush want to be that doctor? What changes will Ayush bring to the society? What difference, like when Ayush becomes a doctor, will people run and come to a surgeon who is more of a people's doctor? I've seen many doctors being named as people's doctor. What, other doctors are not doctor or what? There is a reason. If you are a people's doctor, even though you don't have a cardio, certification or, college, whatever, what you say for that, the stamp which I say, if you work towards improvement of people's society and their health, they will call you a people's doctor. It is much more better to die with a name as people's doctor rather than a cardiologist who looted people quite much because he just want to make money out of being that. So what you have to focus here is, mera drive kya hai? Why do I actually want to be this person? What differences can I know and difference I'm going to make to this? See, for example, I can give you my example. For me, Ayush is asking me the question. My duty is to reply this answer to Ayush and full stop. Yeah, I don't want Ayush's thank you. I don't want Ayush's recognition. I don't want Ayush's appreciation. I don't want Ayush to tag me that I'm a great motivator or great speaker. I don't want anything from you people. My duty is to give you the doubt which you're looking for, and the answer is done. My role is done. That is real drive. Same way, when you're hungry for food, you forget everything and you miss it. Are you hungry to be that cardiologist? I'm telling you, no one can stop you from being the cardiologist. But then if you are, yaar, mujhe bas uska tag milna chahiye, bas doctor ka naam mera naam ke saath judega, bas wahi mera parents ka dream hai, bas wahi main karne wala hu, you will fall into various other wrong ways to keep that doctor's name into yourself. So study well, be the genuine doctors, get that doctor's name next to you, make sure you utilize and be useful to the society than looting the society. Sometimes, I'm not saying all doctors are like that. I have seen a lot of people in different forms of life, but there are people from that point, right? So I hope, Ayush, now doubt is clear why it is not happening.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And sir, first question, work ethic.
Yes, work ethics. Okay, let me clarify that work ethics for you. What is the work ethic of a doctor? My simple explanation, what I give is that being there for the people who needs you and somehow giving them a little bit of peace in their heart, in their mind, within their family. That is the first work ethics and duty of a doctor. Never ever think it is because it is about, healing the people, and fixing the people's problem. That is not the doctor's first role. The doctor's first role is to make the patient as comfortable as they can. You do that, 50% of the disease and worries and that will be washed out. It makes it much more easier for you to heal it. The second part is basically having the knowledge, having the information to give the right treatment to the right people at the right time, understanding the actual people's problem. Most of the doctors sometimes happens is that is they have studied in the book ABCD, 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 ABCD. The patient will ABCD, okay, ABCD, take this. Each person is different. Each person have a different story. Each person have a different reason. Make sure you question that first. And that is when you start understanding the person. Maybe the problem is with the person and the disease is the after effect of it. So what you need to do is to talk to the person and understand it. So that is all about work ethics at the end of the day. Because what happens there is, when you know the person, you can treat the person much more better than seeing a person as a patient who have these problems and I'm treating the problem. Look at the big picture. When you start looking at the big picture, you can solve a lot of problems for the people understanding the whole picture, right? I'm not saying not to treat people, but listen to their story. If the story is actually the most of the issues are sitting in the story, right? So first thing I told you is give them the most peaceful effect you can, so it benefits. Just 1 second, guys. I just have, hold on, just a second. Hold on. I think, okay, sorry. It's okay, sorry guys. I think my wife and kid went out. So yeah, so I'm back again. My wife and kid went out, so I heard someone knocking the door. I think they forgot the keys. It's all good. So I'm back again. So what you need to do here is, work ethics is all about what would you do if someone is sitting on the other side. If your answer is this, you will do the right work ethics at the end of the day. See and stick by the truth. Question if there is something wrong. And once you question it, the truth will come out, and act based on the truth. If everyone is going after the truth and sticking on the truth, automatically work ethics will be there regardless of whatever it is. Respect the other people, understand what the other people want you to do, and start taking that action. Work ethics will automatically come. But make sure you're focused to that. Did I answer the question, Ayush? Yes?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay, all thanks to God. Yes, who's next now? Da-da-da-da.
Sir, I can?
Yes.
So I want to ask you.
Yes.
Sir, how does the law of attraction work, sir?
How's law of attraction works? Very interesting question. Okay, I think you sometimes when you say law of attraction, you would refer to The Secret. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you a God believer or not a God believer? Just want to understand.
In between, sir.
In between, okay,
Sometimes
fine.
sir, sometimes God.
Okay, good. Okay, so yeah. So, just want to understand, because those who 100% believe in God, law of attraction is not going to work for you. I can sign and tell you. Okay, so that's point number one. Because what happens is that is law of attraction, you are trying to focus your mind on something you want to attract, and you give all the energy toward that one thing to come to you, regardless of whatever happens around your surrounding. There is a problem with that, because sometimes you lose or you try out to get all. So for example, you're trying to attract a Ferrari car. Okay, you're trying to attract a Ferrari car, and then you go after and focus on the Ferrari car. But on you attracting the Ferrari car, you tend to sometimes ignore your parents. You tend to have that Ferrari car, but instead of getting a genuine girl, you might get an attractive, very good-looking girl who's have no character, because she gets attracted to your Ferrari car, and then you drive in that Ferrari car, and sometimes you can meet with an accident because you show off everyone with this Ferrari car, and you look other people who are looking at the Ferrari car, you are getting the Ferrari car. But the point of law of attraction is that you might get that one thing, but you don't know what consequences, what after effect, what things can work around. There is many people who attract money. But I have this one question. You have all the money, but no health. What's the point? You have all the health, but no family to play around with. What is the use of it? So what I believe is law of attraction works, but it works if you have 100% focus. In this world, which is very distractive, in this world, which has so much of things going on, you're focusing on Ferrari, but you will see a red Mercedes going on. You might look at that. Maybe then that time the law of attraction will get confused and might give you a Ferrari. But then if you're a God believer, the question is different. You're praying, God, protect me for the best possible way. God, make me, give me a good life. He's never going to give you a Ferrari. He might give you a BMW. He might give you an Audi, but he's never going to give a Ferrari, because he knows if you take a Ferrari, you are going to meet with an accident, and he is only going to give you a BMW because he knows BMW is good enough for Jamin, and he will be happy with that. I know that. So what happens? His objective is Jamin have to reach safely without fashioning around and going on all five. And first of all, in India, you can't go in that speed having a Ferrari. So it's best he knows, let him give a more stronger car, more better body, which is much more safer for him, so that he doesn't meet with an accident. He has a great family. His family is also happy. His father is also praying. So I need to protect them also. So Jamin is whatever he attracts, I'm never going to give him the Ferrari. Now, some people will tell me, sir, no, I can't do it. I can get it, whatever it is. So I will give the best example. I tell them, you have a plate of fruit in front of your table. Can you use law of attraction to take that thing into your mouth and put it in? You need to take an action. Right? For everything, you need to take an action. Jamin, you're saying no. I will tell you with law of attraction how I can get it. I'll tell you. I will tell you how I can. The plate is on the table.
Sir, someone has to read, sir.
Yes, that is when. No, how can I only use law of attraction and get it done? I will tell you. I will sit in front of the plate and put the fruit in front of my table and say, law of attraction, I need this food to come into my mouth. You are going to sit there. Your stomach will go upset. You will unconscious and you will fall. You will go to the hospital. And the nurse will give you 1 teaspoon of fruit at that time.
Yes, sir.
So what I'm trying to tell you is law of attraction have a lot of consequences around it. So I'm not saying focus. You can focus. Whatever you focus on will grow. But Jamin, I'll see you a simple question. You are very excited about cars. You're never ever going to get a Ferrari because you're confusing the whole system. Right? So there's many issues with the law of attraction. Right now, what I have seen, law of attraction is a complete marketing stuff. You don't have this, you can attract it. Yeah, if you work hard, you will get it. You be a good doctor, with your own money, you can buy Ferrari. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
Be a doctor, get the Ferrari. Simple, job solved. Why you have to attract and get all these things? Be a good doctor, be a good human being, you will get a good wife. It's simple as that. You have a good wife, you have a good children. The thing is very easy. But why use this attraction so much and trying to see and what happens and will it work? Yeah, work hard, you will get it. Did I clarify your doubt?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It was my answer.
Okay. All thanks to God. Yes. Who's next? Nandini, on audio? You want to come on audio? You're going to ask me the question here only. Let people hear your voice. Whoever is Nandini. No? Yes? Yes? No? Okay. Anyone? I'm out. Okay. Nandini is also outside. Okay, good. So Nandini's... Oh, she left also. Okay, great. So now what do I do? Okay, when she comes back, I will ask. Now, who else is next? Question. Question 1? Question 2? No one has any question? Guys, this is not good. I'm answering all the question 100%. Okay, Nandini's back. I saw Nandini coming in and going back. Okay, whoever have a question, feel free. Yes, the Devanshu. Go ahead. Ta-da-da-da. The organizers are asking me questions now. Yeah.
Many of us left home for the first time, and many times we feel sickness in the hostel. So, how to adapt in this new atmosphere of hostel?
Okay. First of all, be proud that you have taken such a big step to move out of something which you're comfortable about and make this big step of moving into him. Be proud. You are doing a great step. You are trying to be more independent. You are trying to be, standing on your own legs. First thing is to be proud that you did a great thing. That's point number one. Second thing is, obviously in hostel, you will have that own politics. You will have that own group of people. You will have the own group of powerful people. Sometimes you are in the weaker category. Luckily, you are in the powerful category. Don't get into politics. You're there to be a doctor. You're there to get that MBBS degree. You're there to be that thing. Sometimes you might get a hit. Sometimes you might be challenged. Sometimes you might be questioned. Sometimes people will trash you. Just smile it and focus on being that doctor. Your reply to all of them is, I will be that doctor first, then we will have a head-on-head communication. I'm not here to prove you that you are stronger, I'm greater. I have a mission by which I want to be that doctor. Once that mission and the focus is figured on, there is no issues. When I started, see, I can give you only my examples to make it more easier, right? When I started doing these messages or spreading this message of positivity, everyone made fun of me. And people made me more fun of when I told I'm going to do it completely free for the rest of my life. He said, this guy is crazy. He can make enough money doing out of this. Why is he doing free of charge? I'm just doing it, right? Then slowly, people's feedback started coming in. And then people saw the feedback. Now, if I meet everyone say, yaar, I never knew you left everything and did all this. And now, many people, I'm hearing a lot of people talking about it. I said, all thanks to God. You didn't understand me when I was a new joiner. But after 4-5 years, when I become the doctor, your same friends will say, oh, yaar, Devanshu to set ho gaya. The same people will tell you. And then they say, Devanshu, hey, please come for our party. No. Hey, when you become that big doctor, all these people who gave you a tough time in the hostel gets you the edge. The third thing you got to focus on is all your friends or your friends, all your enemies within the hostel is training you to be a better person for future. Because once you go to different hospitals, you have different marketing going on, you have different politics going on, you have different power games going on, different people will get promoted, you won't get promoted. So all these things is a battle of power which will help you to be a better doctor when it comes. And so what you do is, when the surrounding is bad, step out of it, stay out of it. Don't challenge and try to change them. When you go to the hostel, you make your own group, you be happy in the group. Don't go and counter with other group unnecessarily. Right? So that is how you first. So first thing is, get that. Once in a while, make sure you call your parents. Right? Whenever you have holidays, don't try to hang around with your friends. Go back to your hometown. Spend some quality time with them so that you feel that completeness. Whenever you feel odd, call your parents. The other thing, what I tell most of the parents, and in future, any of your brothers and sisters are going to go into MBBS into a hostel setting 6 months before they move, disconnect from them and let them live alone for the last 6 months before they leave. I know you guys don't have the opportunity to do it, but whoever have your brothers or sisters in future, if someone is going to take a similar thing on going on hostel, 6 months detach from them. Brother, you cook your own stuff. Brother, you wash your own clothes. Brother, you do all this. And by 6 months, they will happily get fed up of you and they will go. But then you're preparing from them. You're pre-planning from them. But what mothers do now, oh, yaar, last day, beta, don't do anything. I will do everything for you. You're going with that last day love to a place where everyone is hitting you. You will feel that issue. You will feel that confusions and threat. Did I answer the question, Devanshu?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Next is Parijat. Parijat?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, in life, there are many times when we feel demotivated, we feel like we are a failure. So, at those times, how do we motivate ourselves and remove the depressive thoughts?
Okay, let me ask you, Prajita, simple question. When you're a baby, I think how many times did you fall down while learning to walk?
Many times, sir.
When you're riding you know how to ride a bicycle?
Yes, sir.
How many times did you fall from the bicycle when you finally learned that?
So, 8 to 10 times, maybe more.
Why are you not sitting and saying, oh, I'm demotivated. How can I do the doctor's course because I fell in the bicycle 8 times? Why are you not sitting with that? Because you have learned the cycling and you know how to cycle. So every fall is making you step one step aside. That is the best example I give. Think this is your body. Okay, you have your head here. You have your leg here. When you fall, what happens? You're still falling forward to stand up again. So remember that when you fall, you have taken this much jump to stand up. For example, let me give a simple example. When you are writing a maths exam and you plan to get, you didn't study that day, you plan to get 60, but you get 30 and you fail in that maths exam. But then after the failure, you work really hard. You work so very hard. In the next exam, you again write, which is a supplementary, you score 80. Is this failure good or bad for you?
Good.
So every failure is something life trying to teach you. If you focus the teaching, you will understand that it just made me stronger. Did that make sense? Or if you want to give me an example of failure, tell me the failure, I'll tell you how it's actually positive for you. Or did I answer the question?
Yes, sir.
I got it? Okay, fine. If I did it, my job is done. See, guys, always girls, okay, whoever it is, don't take it one-sided. If you have some things like, for example, I talked about law of attraction. If you have some thoughts about law of attraction, challenge me. Let me clarify it 100% that you said, okay, law of attraction, I have no more doubts. If you heard, okay, this quote I heard, what is that? Or that quote I heard, what is they talking about? Clarified 100%. Don't take that because I'm telling I have to believe, oh, this guy is telling, so I will just take it and forget it. I'm here to clear it out. 100%. Yes, Himanshu Mehta.
सर जब हम कॉलेज में एंटर होते हैं सर एम आई ऑडिबल
Yes, loud and clear.
सर जब भी हम कॉलेज में एंटर होते हैं तो हम एक कम्प्लीटली न्यू लाइफस्टाइल में एंटर होते हैं सर हमें बहुत सारे नए लोगों के साथ इंटरैक्ट करना पड़ता है सर बहुत सारी नई चैलेंजेस आती है सर जैसे हॉस्टल में कैसे एडजस्ट करें फिर एकदम न्यू वे ऑफ टीचिंग हो जाती है तो सर कभी कभार ऐसा लगता है कि हम यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हैं सर और कभी कभार वापस घर जाने का भी फील होता है सर जब हम वापस घर जाने का सोचते हैं तब एक बार ये भी ख्याल आता है कि इतनी मेहनत करने के बाद हम एमबीबीएस कॉलेज में आए हैं तो सर ये कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ थॉट से हम कैसे काउंटर करें?
Okay, first of all, let me make it very simple, Himanshu. My English is okay for you guys, right? I hope, you can ask me in Hindi, no issues. My English is okay, right? Okay. So my simple question here, Himanshu, is first grade mathematics same as 10th grade mathematics?
No, sir, not exactly.
So basically you have passed first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, and then only you got into the new college.
Sir.
Were your teachers always the same from first grade to 12th grade?
No, sir.
So teachers also kept changing. That happened in your MBBS degree also. Right?
Okay, sir.
But then what is the problem here is that Himanshu is that you are thinking that you have worked so very hard to get into this MBBS. Now you worked hard. Focus on the enjoyment of what you have worked hard and what achievement you got. There are many people who are struggling to get into MBBS and you are already in MBBS. That is the biggest problem with you. Everything what people do is you tend to think that I have worked so hard to get all this. Yes, you worked hard. I agree to it. But if you enjoyed that hard working and if your passion is truly being the doctor, you won't see this as that hard work which you're talking about. Are you ever feeling very hard celebrating your birthday? Never. right? You're always enjoyment. That's always you're full on with energy. So biggest problem here is you think that you've worked so hard. If I tell you my life plan of what I did in my life, you will think that this guy is crazy. Okay, let me quickly tell you a quick story of mine. I started working at the age of 18. Okay, just after school, I started working. I did my bachelor's working and studying. So my timing was 8 to 3, I used to work, and 6 to 9, I used to go to evening classes. I lived like that for 3 years. I had my parents who had to go out once in a while. I had my sister who had various commitments. I was not married. No, I was too young for marriage, right? So I had all this going on. But then it made me a manager at the age of 30. When I think of being that manager at the age of 30, all these things is, man, thank God I worked hard. That is why I'm doing here, than loitering around with my friends or time passing with my friends or getting into smoking or drinking with my friends. You have done all this. Feel happy. Stop being frustrated that, I've worked so hard. You worked hard so that you can be a great doctor, which the people are waiting for. Each one of you sitting here, people are waiting for the doctors to come out so they get the right thing. When you are focusing on that, all these going home and let me have some entertainment, let me, my mama is waiting for me. When you start seeing at the people who really needs a doctor like Himanshu coming out of the MBBS system or that doctor system, when you focus on those people, then you will see, man, I am blessed to have such a great, college or a degree which I'm joining in. It is a blessing for me. When someone gives you gold, you won't say, oh my God, I have this gold. Why you gave me this gold? I don't want this gold. You will keep that gold, protect it, and see how I can utilize this gold. So all you people who are sitting here is handed over with one profession, which is one of the most divinest profession. What people don't understand right now is, but what happens, Himanshu? You go in this hard work, frustration point of view. After you be the doctor, you're going to relax. And when you relax, the patient won't get justice from you. And they will stamp you, oh, this doctor, he comes whenever he wants because you put this hard work. I've taken this big, sack of sand and came all the way. After I become a doctor, I won't relax. Hey, you become a doctor, there's no relaxation anymore. There is people who want your help. If you seriously want to serve people, get into doctoring. See, again, I'm giving you my example. Me giving these talks, right? I'm not frustrated here. I'm not seeing as hard work. I know there are youth who wants answers to their life, which they're struggling. Their parents are not giving. Their teachers are not giving. Their close friends are not giving. And they're going round and round getting these answers. So I'm there to give those answers to them. And when I see a smiling face after getting the answer, okay, I've done justice. Full stop it there. Don't get hanged up with this hard work. Your body is so powerful that you can continuously work. But then we don't work. We want to relax. The day you start relaxing, your health will start getting affecting. I will sign and tell you. You guys are doctors. You know that better than me. An ideal thing will self-destroy. A thing what keeps moving, it always keeps moving, provided you give it the right. For example, simple, right? I make it very, very simple. I don't want to go scientific. If you get a car, if you run it really, really fast and you pause it for some time, the damage is crazy for a car. But then if you take a car, if you keep working it hard, oil it properly, oil it properly, the car will have a longer life. So you want to relax because you did all this hard work, or God give me strength to do more hard work so I can turn up to be the best doctor so that I can be the best service to the community or to that one patient who's looking for Himanshu's help. People are crying, people are struggling, people are suffering with pain. And you are the people who can heal them in the best possible way. But then if you're looking for relaxation, if you're looking for, yeah, I did all this hard work, now I have free time, I can relax, I can have a nice time, you're in the wrong profession, right? For example, again, I can talk about, yes, go ahead, Himanshu.
Sir, it's not about relaxation, it's just that mentality. क्योंकि जब हम 10+2 में थे, तब ये कहा गया था कि बस 12th पढ़ाई कर लो, उसके बाद कॉलेज में मौज करने मिलेगा. Now we are in college and hypothesis is changed. Now it's like कि कॉलेज के 10 साल और पढ़ लो फिर मौज करना है, और फिर शायद से ऐसा लगता है कि जब 10 साल और मेहनत करेंगे फिर बोलेंगे और 20 साल मेहनत कर लो, फिर बुढ़ापे में तो ऐश ही करना है.
Perfect question. Why are you not, enjoying the job which you're actually doing? My simple question, Himanshu. What is it? How do you define this moj or this masti? And that how do you define that? I'll tell you something, Himanshu. Whatever you do, if you start enjoying for yourself, that is not complete satisfaction. I will tell you, Himanshu, one thing. There is a baby crying for a chocolate, and you also want to eat a chocolate. You will buy and eat that chocolate, or you give to the baby and you see that baby is smiling, which gives you complete satisfaction.
So baby smile.
Why? It's always when you start giving it to someone that I'm here. God has given me the strength to be that MBBS student. God has given me, let me enjoy that. If you start enjoying the doctor's profession, all these frustration is a small thing for you. Or else what happened? A lot of projects will come onto your head. Yaar, my seniors are giving too much pressure. Hey, senior, give it to me. I will do so much of work that you will be frustrated that how the heck this junior is doing this much. The point is to take as much as you can. Don't wait to get the enjoyment kind of a thing. When you reach to a certain level, they will tell you, relax. The world will tell you, relax. I have seen in my sessions, some sessions, it goes for 3 hours continuously. I talk and talk and talk. I see people telling me, sir, go take a glass of water. Or, go take that rest. It is enough for your show. We can do tomorrow. People should ask you to give you rest. Because the body can perform. The body can do sessions. The body can do the treatment. But are you loving it? That is the question. For example, some artist is there for 8, 9, 12 hours. They will draw the art, draw the art, draw the art, draw the art. When the passion is driven, then everything else will step aside. But then if you're doing it with frustration, the thing is, you're going after that, one day after I achieve this, I will relax. No great successful person have ever relaxed. Go and ask the most successful doctor, tell me, when do you have free time? He said, I don't have free time for my family only, and you're talking. Now, COVID situation, which doctor has free time? You're going after the relaxation. Once you guys become doctors, where you're going to get this relaxation? You're going to work for 24 hours, which is much more worse than anything. So respect the profession which you are in. Respect the responsibilities which you'll be given in. The world needs doctors of that caliber. Not doctors who have a doctor next to the name. God, like, your old friend has told me, I just want, before when I die, I just want cardiologist stamped next to my name. Right? So that is not the focus. Now, Himanshu, did I clarify that?
Yes, sir, exactly. That's the smart which you wanted.
Okay, perfect. So what I'm trying to tell you here is Himanshu, is not that define this enjoyment very clearly, because many people got this enjoyment completely wrong. Right? So going and watching a 3 hours movie, as science people, you tell me, is it healthy or is it unhealthy?
Sir, it depends upon the context of the movie, which type of movie we are watching.
I get it, but still, 3 hours sitting on a chair, on that constant chair, is it healthy or unhealthy? I've been told after every 20 minutes, you have to get up from a chair and stand up. That is healthy ergonomics. Right?
Okay, so I didn't know about that.
Okay, so
something new for me.
Yeah, so normally what you say is you shouldn't be sitting constantly for one shot at a long period of time. It is not good for the body. That's what I heard. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry for it, because I had an ergonomics training because of home office work. They have been telling that you don't sit for more than 20 minutes at your working chair. Right? So so I'm just going and giving you that example, right? So there are so many things when you define what this enjoyment is. For example, Himanshu, just look at this example of a kid. You want to enjoy the sweet, or you want that crying baby to enjoy the sweet? Your answer is all in that one beautiful example. So everything what you do, yes, I will enjoy, but I will let the world enjoy first. Let that give me that happiness. And when you start seeing from that way, the whole ball will start changing then. The whole hard work will say, man, I've done all this so that I can be of the best service to the world. And each patient you're treating is a baby waiting for a chocolate from you. Can you be that person to give that chocolate? You will be satisfied in each and every action which you take. Got it?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, all thanks to God. Yes, Rajal, next.
Sir, I wanted to ask that now we are a part of this journey, this medical life, and it is a very long journey. We have a long way to go. So, how do we maintain patience throughout this journey?
Okay, so when you say long way to go, is like how long is this?
Like it is 5 years of MBBS, then you have to do PG, and then serving people is also a long way to go. Like
Yeah. So see, the thing is, it's not about how long you have to go. It's not about how far you need to reach. It's about, am I happy doing what I'm doing right now? Rajal, is a simple question. Right? So for me, I've been doing this for the last 3 years. People ask me, what's your future dream? Where do you want to take this to? I was like, no, I'm happy. I'm talking to Rajal right now, and that is my duty. I'm going to give her the answer in the best possible way. I'm happy. Rajal is happy. Job is done. Stop seeing for that long journey. Right now, I am focusing on to be finishing that. Yes, I have that designation or who I want to be of service to the world, but I'm enjoying the journey. When you start enjoying the journey is no more long. You have lived now 19 to 20 years now, right? Now, first of all, this is like I'm sitting in first grade. Oh my God, I have to finish till PhD. Oh, 20 years I have to go. You have done half of it. Now another half more to go. But as a baby, as a child, you was enjoying school. You was enjoying your school life. But when the lot of pressure you're putting onto your head, you think that it's too long, 5 years. But if you're enjoying every moment of your studies, if you're enjoying, I was talking to Devanshu. He once in a while goes and, I had a big talk with Devanshu before you guys, because he had a lot of questions which came across. So he says that, he goes to the emergency and helps people around. I said, Devanshu, doesn't that give you that satisfaction when the people who are there, you're coming as an unknown folks? Guys, you don't understand. Sometimes you have the role of an angel. People tend to see doctors as angels. Some people relate to God, that's the next level. But right now, you can do a lot of angel jobs. Start doing that. Start seeing that happiness in people's face. Then slowly, you will see that energy coming back to you to do more. Right now, MBBS. Oh, another 5 more years. Oh, another things to do. Oh, after that, I don't know if I'll get PhD. Oh, what's my salary? Oh, all this is a problem. I put so much money. I worked for 10 years. Now my salary is also not right. Right? Yeah, if you're focused on service, why salary should make a difference to you? If you're focused on serving the people who need my help, why salary should make? I'm not saying not to make money, but the attitude which you have could make you a wrong doctor. That's my concern, right? So right now, I'm enjoying my studies. Let me enjoy. Right now, I've joined this education. I have another 4 years to complete. Let me enjoy every second to be and groom myself as that best doctor which I can be. Where when I stand up in front of this world, people will clap for Rajal. Rajal, you did a great job. You are the people's doctor. You are the people who made that difference. That time, all your 5, 10, 20 years, you will say, this is why I've been doing all this. Thank you, God, for making me understand this right now. Sometimes God or universe, whatever you can call, it'll show the climax first and then tell you the story. So your climax is, I'm going to be a doctor. But the story Keep taking that action. Enjoy every action. Slowly, you will see that you'll be automatically blooming from there. Did that make sense? Or did I talk all superficial movie stories?
No, that was great answer, sir.
Okay, great. As long as you got the answer which I'm trying to tell, I'm always thankful to God. Yes, Pooja next. Pooja 1, Pooja 2, Pooja 3, Pooja 4.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Pooja.
Sir, my question is that you have set a goal to achieve, and during the process which is going on, you get to realize that you won't be achieved, you won't be able to achieve that goal, and suddenly you see it coming true.
Yeah.
So, is it worth deserving or?
Okay, very beautiful question, Pooja. I make it very, very simple. Whatever goals you have, make sure you have a backup goal also. For example, you are going after this degree or this course which you have joined. When you're doing this course, you come to know that due to some reason, you can't be that doctor which you can be. So your thought process should work it, okay, let me try to finish this somehow, but then you still have the intention to serve the community. Is there a possibility I can move into management and start a small hospital where I appoint different doctors indirectly serving the society? So what you could, I'm just giving you that example, right? So what you have to see is do I have a backup plan? Everyone, I've seen many people, sir, I'm doing competitive exam. I'm going to go for it. I'm sure I'm going to get it. My first question, if you don't get it, what's your plan? Okay, I will leave 1 year. I will try again. I said, okay. What are you going to do for that 1 year? Sir, nothing. I'm going to prepare. Yeah, why do you want to prepare? You've already prepared. You just have to prepare a little more to get through that second exam. But that 1 year, don't waste. So what I tell people is whatever plan you have, focus on it. Have a backup plan in case if you can't get it, so that you can jump into the backup plan and reach to your actual interest of serving the society, or start an NGO or something like that, so that you can achieve that pure reason as to why you took this course or why you see this course for useful for me. Like my simple words, I make it very, very simple. And most of the doctors might feel bad. If you're really, really off servicing people, if you can't be a doctor, go be a nurse. That's what I make it very simple, right? Because at the end of the day, both are servicing people only. Or take an alternative education, which is Ayurveda or Homeopathy, but be that doctor, don't kill that dream because MBBS was difficult and I can't make a career. If it's very, very difficult, you can't get into Ayurveda, you can't get Homeopathy, be a dentist or something else. But don't stop that service attitude due to which you actually chose this course. Did that make sense, Pooja?
Yes, sure.
Oh, her voice has become a very smiling voice. So that's good. So she really understood it. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Thank
you. Next is Param Shah. Param Shah. Yeah. Oh, he wants to ask the question on this. So the social media trend is something I'm not able to understand. It is fake. It's not tolerable these days. At least I'm not actually able to force and reality distract. I'm not able to stop using it, and even I'm using it effectively. See, this is the problem with this world, right? What happens here is everyone knows it's fake. Everyone knows it shouldn't be tolerated. Everyone knows that, it's a waste of time, and you still go and do it. Ever question why? Okay, Param is not there. Param, you can come on audio. So I can counter question, little bit question to make it interesting. Yes, Param is there.
Sure. Yeah.
So Param, simple question. Do you drink soft drinks, Coke or something like that?
Yes.
Is it good for health or bad for health?
Actually, not good.
Not see, that is the beauty of life. So your question here is, why is people using social media, even though it is bad or, good for you? My reply to that is what I say is called willful ignorance. You know it is wrong, and you still want to do it just because you want to be a part of a crowd, just because you want to show that people I'm a part of it, just to show people that please accept me because I'm also part of it, you also need to be a part of it. It's all because you want to show to the world that you are worthy of something. That is why all the social media is there, all these things which actually exist. You are not getting attention from the real world, so why not fake the whole thing and show it to the social world that I am great. I know many girls and boys who have beautiful profile, smiling faces, completely sitting in various mental issues, and they come and talk to me. I say, like, man, I question myself, like, some stories which people think I only heard it in the movies. And that girls and boys are going through, and their profile is so beautiful that you will think that how can such a person like this go through all this? So the question here is how to get out of it. So basically, that's Param, your question is, first of all, understand the truth. The Coke is, the cola drinks are bad for my health. Find an alternative. Is there juice or something which gives me the same satisfaction, right? So first you got to move on alternative. That's point number one. Second thing is filter out. For example, filter out means follow pages which adds value to your life, which means follow doctors' pages, follow the great doctors who you idolize, unfollow your friends who share scrap, unfollow the celebrities who, if you're not going into acting, you don't have to follow any celebrities on social media. I don't know why. See, social media is an information hub. If you utilize it properly, my simple question, if you want to be doctors, why are you following celebrities? If you want to get into acting, I agree, following celebrities added value. You can learn the art of acting. You can learn the art how they market. But if you want to be doctors, why are you following celebrities? You are losing your energy towards them. Every celebrity is a celebrity because the fan followers energy, your friend had asked me about law of attraction. So when you're focusing your energy on these celebrities, all your Ferrari energy goes to automatically to these celebrities, and these celebrities is going to do well. As the many greats have told, whatever you focus on will grow. Make sure you focus it on yourself so you grow. Now, unfollow people who doesn't add value to you. Automatically, you will see your interest on social media will reduce. Even though if you get addicted to social media with information related to doctors, I don't mind. Get addicted. It's good for you guys. But then why get addicted to celebrities is a question which you need to ask. So there will be alternative sides. There are, as doctors, listen to people who is challenging MBBS principles also. Follow them to see what's wrong. Every book is written by a human. There will be flaws in it. There will be, not scam. There will be things which people are doing just to get that certificate. Right? There are PhDs. Most of the researches are done just to make money, or is sponsored by big pharmaceutical companies to get that thing through into the system, so that, and you will also believe it's true. Question it. So when you see something wrong, unfollow it. When you see a simple question, when you're watching a movie, Pram is a guy. So when you're watching a movie, you're seeing a girl being harassed in the movie. Do you forward it or do you enjoy it?
No, how can I enjoy such a...
Yeah, but I'm just Param, I'm just joking here, right? I'm just pulling your leg here, right? So what happens here is we see it as entertainment, right? We see it as entertainment. We won't forward it. We still watch it. We take that negativity into ourselves, and now so many people enjoy movies for 3 hours. 3 hours of fakeness you're watching. What else can I say? You are all sold to fake stuff. Right? You are drinking cola for the last, you know it's bad, and still you want to have it. You are sold. You're willfully ignoring your health. You're willfully ignoring the dream which you have and giving them to other people who doesn't add any value towards your life. So it is a choice. On your birthday party, when you're cutting the cake, would you go and open your social media? What is happening? What is happening? No. Right? Because that time, my cake cutting, I am the most important person there. But when you feel that you are not that important person there, next question what you do is very, very simple. Who other is important for me, and let me give my energy to them. Got it? Doubt clear?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Nandini. Nandini, one. You're on mute. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
So my question is quite related to our campus.
Yeah.
What happened to me, like I felt that during normal days, I mean non-exam days, I see few group of the people studying, concentrated on the study so much, well focused, and at the same time I see the different other group, they just wandering, roaming, enjoying their life, their hostel life. So somewhere I feel stuck that what should I do? Because I think that if I do either, then I got regret the other for not doing.
Okay,
So
simple question. First of all, people who are all the way studying, let them study. People who are enjoying, let them enjoy. Why are you comparing yourself and trying to be them or them? What does Nandini find happy doing? Enjoying, go enjoy. But when you don't get that degree, don't sit and cry. If you study so very, very, very hard, you study so very, very hard, killing your passion, finally you'll have other mental issues. There are many doctors who's constantly eating, a lot of mental anxiety pills, and they're doing doctorate job also. So the point is, what gives Nandini the satisfaction? It's not they are enjoying, they are studying, they are working hard, they are doing. What does Nandini want? Nandini, 8 hours of study is good enough for Nandini, thinking that she can get through. Study only 8 hours. If people are studying 16 hours, if you're okay with 10 hours, why study 16 hours? It's just common sense, guys. Life is just common sense. It's not very complicated here. How many hours Nandini should study to finish off her MBBS degree? Find a number, study that. Is there any passion which Nandini has, like one of your previous friends, badminton, or social media, or maybe TikTok videos, or whatever, or or whatever you have which gives you good, or Devanshu going and helping the people at the emergency, or whatever, which gives you that true satisfaction. Go ahead and do it. People who are enjoying, there are many doctors who go only doctorate, make corrupt money. Half the time they will be in the bar drinking alcohol. There are doctors like that also. Now Nandini will ask me, sir, do I drink alcohol or do I be that good doctor? Right? So there your values are very clear. I'm not into alcohol, so that's not going to happen. But here, why I want to be a doctor and what you want to be and what you don't want to be is not very clear for you. So get your clarity. Get how much hours of studies I need. What is my enjoyment? Not because they are enjoying, I have to enjoy. What is my enjoyment? Focus on that, and that is what will give you that peace. Because every time you compare, you will feel bad about yourself. So for example, Nandini and Rajal, if you say, if indirectly, let me compare and create a conflict between you both, right? So if Nandini will say that, oh, Rajal is always topping, I also will study hard, you will lose. Because indirectly you're praying also, Rajal should be a topper, Rajal is always topper. Oh, they are always enjoying, they are all studying. You are giving out energy, they will all study. How Nandini will study, how Nandini will be a topper, how Nandini will enjoy. Focus on that and do that. You are happy, forget the world. Did that make sense?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, Naitik.
Hello, sir.
These are all the organizers coming by. Great. Go ahead. Yeah.
Sir, before any exam approaches or before any important event, I face a lot of anxiety, and because of anxiety, like how things will go, will they go wrong, will they go right? I start to overthink a little bit, and because of it, I am unable to sleep. And because I am unable to sleep, I face loss of appetite. And
Okay, so yeah.
Eventually my performance gets down. So, sir, I just wanted to ask that how to stop this vicious cycle.
Okay, I hope you're
how
not
to get
taking.
out of
I
it.
hope you're not taking anxiety tablets or something like that.
No, sir, no, not at all.
Good. You know, most of the kids, they start this conversation, they talk about the cycle. I say, are you taking anxiety something? They generally say yes. Okay, I'm a person who believes that depression, disorders, all this is completely made up crap, right? But the clinical stuff exists, but most of the people going through, Naitik is obviously, he's going to the doctor, so he knows it is. But most of the people like him will go on Google, they'll put this, they'll be led to anxiety disorder. And they think that they have a serious disease. It's not a disease, guys. It's a way of thought process. So first thing, there's a couple of words which, I pronounce your name as Naitik, right?
Sir, a bit of correction. It is pronounced as Naitik. It is
Naitik, okay,
sir.
Naitik, okay, Naitik. Just getting it right. So Naitik, let me give you an example. There's a couple of things you told. First thing which picked me was overthinking. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Overthinking normally happens when you have a lot of free time. Okay? Mind is a thinker. Right? Like heart is a beater. I say mind is a thinker. It likes to think. But my thing is give it good things to think so you don't feel pressure. For example, Naitik, when you go to a beach, right? All your five senses are completely overtaken by the beach. The view, the sound, the taste of the sand in the air itself. I'm sure in the beach, no one is ever overthinking. Because your mind is five of the senses completely busy. So, for example, your friend who has told about badminton, if he's overthinking, go and play badminton. His overthinking will stop. Next thing, since you're all science students, let me give you a simple example. If you do maximum number of sit-ups and your heartbeats begins to take over, I'm telling you, your overthinking will stop. You run very fast, you won't be thinking that time. Because the body is so busy in doing stuff that it forgets overthinking. On your birthday, do you ever sit and overthink? You will only think that it's my birthday today, I have to celebrate it. Let's plan out. You call your friend, you wait for the gifts to come and all that thing. Because you feel it all special. So that's point number one, overthinking. Overthinking normally happens when you have free time. Other reason for overthinking is some questions unanswered about the past, some questions unanswered about the future. So when you say about the future, so past is, they call something in the medical thing, I forgot, but future they call it anxiety. Why anxiety is coming is somewhere around the present is not very clear, or you don't have a proper plan for what is going to happen in future. For example, if you study 60% of the syllabus, you will have 40% of anxiety. It's simple mathematics, right? If you study 70, you will have 30. If you study 90%, 10% anxiety will always be there. So first question I always said, first thing I did, you study as much as you can study. The second reason is sometimes what happens is what questions are going to come. That also builds up anxiety. Will the questions, is that an anxiety for you or no?
Sir, I'm more concerned about how will I face that situation.
No, face the situation means, is it the exam or the paper or the people after I write the exam?
No, sir, the exam. When I'm writing the exam, how will be my mindset? Will I be able to recall and retain my memory?
So, for example, you have any past question papers accessible?
Yes, sir.
Start doing that. So you study the whole thing, go and write a sample question paper and see what your mind is thinking. You will know what you're going to think in your final exam. Understand and observe whatever problem is going to come in front of you. Take that problem ahead of you, test it and see where I stand rather than thinking what is going to happen. You do around 10 papers like that from the last 5 years, you will never be anxious about the upcoming thing. You know there is a fear. Try it before you face the fear. So when the fear comes, you're ready with it. Did that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So what you're doing is, instead of creating a vicious cycle, you're cutting the cycle by bringing that fear and facing it. So when you do first question paper, oh, confident, okay, whatever I study, 60% is there. The next question paper, oh, whatever I study, 50% is here. So whatever I study, 50% I will pass. Where is this next 60% coming from this question paper? You go in search of those answers. Oh, those answers are coming from a certain textbook. Study that textbook. Write the third question paper. Oh, I got 80 marks here. 20 marks. Oh, 20 marks always coming from outside. Even I don't know where the people are finding the questions from. You're left with 20% anxiety. Right? Now we're left with 20% anxiety. Expect only 80 marks. Because 20 is going to come out. So don't expect 100. Because you know 20 is coming out. Right? So expect 80. Yes. If you're lucky, whatever you study will come. You get 100. If you're unlucky, 2 things will come outside. You will lose marks. You will get 80. Why are you getting anxious? Anxious comes when you want that 100 and when you know that you are not going to get the 100. And funniest part, teacher's bad mood that day, you're going to lose 10 marks. So expect 70. That's also possible, no? Your teacher's not in a good mood. He had a fight with his wife. Today, everyone 10 marks gone because I'm angry. Possible. Right? So don't try to control or find out things which is beyond your control. You study well. That studies will take you of who you are going to become. Everyone I tell, sir, I'm not getting marks. Teachers are not giving me marks. What am I supposed to? I said, did you study 100%? 90% will say no, right? But if the 10% who says, yes, I've studied 100%, don't worry. In your interview question, you'll do well and you'll get the job. Focus on the longer picture and not the short-term marks. Somehow study 100%. I always tell everyone, study 100% and pass through your education. I'll tell you, guarantee you will get the best job which you're looking for. It is when you start cutting corners. That is when good doctors turned up corrupt doctors in future. All anxiety gone 100%?
Yes, sir. I will definitely try that solution of sit-ups and fast running.
See, let me tell you a simple question. When I'm talking to you right now, did you think anything about your exams?
No, sir.
Because you're co-focusedly getting what is that answer all about. So when you're focused, yes, and when you start getting busy, mind will stop. And the other thing is, mind will only think what you already know. Mind will only think what you already know. Give it good things to think, see good stuff, go to the beach, see good positive movies. Don't watch that much of horror movies. Even horror movies builds up anxiety and fear later also. Now, if I start talking about that, you will all freak out and you'll stop watching horror movies. But then that is one truth at the end of the day. Many people tell me, sometimes they call me and tell me, sir, I have big fear. Do you watch horror movies? 99% people told me yes only. Because it tends to build up. If someone asks me the question, how, I'll tell, or else I won't tell. So, Naitik, your answer is good? Doubt clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I want to ask.
Yeah.
That sometimes due to performance pressure, also we can't be able to sleep. Like if we have some great things next day, we won't be able to sleep. So what to do at that time?
I've already talked to you about this yesterday because this show, I think, most of the main lead guy, taking this show was Devanshu. He was really panicking that will this show go well? Will people ask the questions? I'm not getting sleep. What I told him is simple. You did your best. If the show goes flop, if the questions don't come, you did your best. And you did your best. Full stop it there. Don't go after this performance, guys. Don't go after trying to... Now for example, I'm wearing this suit. I'm going to talk to you people this way. What is going to happen? Like I'm spoiling my hair. What is going to happen? Who wants performance? You do your duty in the best possible way. That is all matters. Don't go into the outer thing and get worried and get anxious and will it be a success or not. I did my best. It will be successful. If it's not successful, I will learn, and the next show I will make those improvements so that it doesn't repeat again. All these mistakes, all these failure is something life trying to teach you. So make sure you focus on the teaching. Yes, Jaya. Did I answer the question, Devanshu?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Jaya. Jia.
Sir, my question said that how to overcome the stage fear and lack of confidence.
Stage fear and lack of confidence. Stage fear is a very vast topic, but because I wish I was doing this on stage, because if you'd have asked me the question, I would have brought you on stage and made you talk in 5 minutes, right? What I believe is that on my YouTube, there is a video where I literally bring a girl who never talked on stage and makes her a decent speaker and leaves her in this 5 minutes. So it is very simple. First thing is, if you want to get into public speaking, first thing is go and talk in front of a mirror. Have you ever tried that, Jia?
No, sir.
Okay, first go and talk in front of a mirror and talk loudly in front of the mirror. Now, if you want to be a public speaker, first of all, when you have an opportunity to talk to people like me, come on video. That gives you another confidence also. Because what's happening is, you will see yourself as to how you're speaking. Most of the people who don't come on video is losing that opportunity of seeing them while they are speaking. Why I'm telling you is important is because when you talk on stage, you can't analyze as to how other people are visualizing you. That is one reason why fear starts to come in. So open the door, look in front of the mirror and start talking. So you understand how people are visualizing you. Once you start doing that, bring your close friends or your parents, make them sit down and you stand and talk with them. That is the second thing. Increase the people with time. That is the third thing. Fourth thing is, when your teacher is coming to your class, 5 minutes before, when the class is with few friends, go and sit in front of the teacher's place. Don't sit there, stand in front of the teacher's place as if you are clearing the dust board or whatever it is, and look at the audience. Expose yourself to audience. Don't talk, expose. The other thing what you have to do is, when you have a big stage show going on without anyone knowing, come and see from the sides of the stage of the audience. Look at them, look at them, look at them. Get more stage time. Automatically, that confidence will come. Third thing is, if you're not confident enough, talk about yourself first. Talk about your stories first. Now, I'll tell you, have you noticed that most of the stage shows, people who are talking is always put on the stage first. The introducer will directly go and talk on the stage. They are, having a hard time getting in. But the other people are sitting there to see how the crowd is, get comfortable with the crowd. Then they get called onto the stage and then they talk. So what they're doing there, they're getting comfortable with the crowd. They're getting accustomed with the crowd. So it's easy for them to talk. So the secret of public speaking is stage time. Right? Did that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Start doing that.
Sir.
Slowly, you will get it. And next time, any future shows, come on video so people see you. You also get noticed, how am I speaking? And then you feel custom and you will begin to understand how I look in the eyes of others. Got it?
Thank you, sir.
And there is a great video on my YouTube where I bring that girl, I think it's called Public Motivational Speaking and IAS Officer, something like that. Have a look at that, where I bring a girl and she was like literally smiling and falling and totally shy, where she just talks in 5 minutes, right? Go ahead. Oh, next is Ayush back again. Ayushman.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I had a question.
Yeah.
Should we be concerned about what people would think about us? Like the fear of being judged, the actions we perform, should they be affected?
That's it? Questions over?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, my simple answer, I will say no. Because it doesn't matter. Second thing is, they don't care. Okay. So, it doesn't matter. And second thing is, they don't care. what I tell is, when you tell about these people, I normally define them as the uncles and the aunties of the world. They have a lot of free time and they will pick, okay, today what do I do? Okay, Ayush is there. Ayush, how is your studies going? Then next day, oh, Devanshu, how you got 100 out of 100 in your exam? You copy, na? Or, the next question they'll ask is, it's like simple, like, Rajal is taking one step. If Rajal takes that one step, the other people, oh, Rajal, why this leg is still back? The question here is, do Rajal, do Devanshu, do Ayush know why you took this first step? If this is clear, this doesn't matter, your leg is back or front. So that is why I tell everyone, when you know why you're doing what you're doing, you're not answerable to anyone. Provided you're doing positive steps, provided you're doing good things, provided you're doing the right action. The focus is what actions I'm taking and is it in sync in making a difference in this world. So when I started doing my sessions, everyone was making, what is he up to? What positive he can spread? Even my own parents were saying, why are you spending all this money and going to India and doing all these sessions free of charge? First I said, Mama, I will tell you later. Then slowly, I started getting feedbacks from different students. I started showing the feedbacks. Then I started doing sessions traveling. And my simple answer now to everyone, what if I'm paying all this money and I go and I do this session for around 800 or 300 or whatever number of students, I do that session and out of which one kid is thinking of suiciding tomorrow, gets my answer and decides not to suicide. My traveling expense is more valuable or that life is more valuable. Then onwards, my father and mother stopped asking me or stopped judging what I'm doing. So the point is, when you truly know what you're doing, when you truly know what you're after, when you are truly understanding your strength and how I'm going to achieve what I'm going to do, the world will always judge. But after you achieve a certain level, that same world will say, Beta, Ayush jaisa bano, dekho, Ayush se seekho. That same people will tell the same thing to your brothers and sisters afterwards. Did that make sense?
Yes, sir.
You have I think I answer clear it 100%. By your yes, I think you're not that satisfied. What's the other thing running in your head?
Sir, I had another thing.
Yeah.
What people comment, it also affects our feelings.
Okay.
Sometimes it makes us happy, sometimes it makes us sad.
Okay, that's where the problem is. Because when I heard your yes, I was like, the energy which you gave me was like, man, he's not still happy with my answer. Okay, so let me clarify that for you. Ayush, if I tell you a dog, does it have any effect to you? If I tell you a dog? Ayush, if I call you a dog, how do you feel?
Perfect.
You feel bad or you feel good?
It feels bad.
It feels bad because we have this. We have this human being self-respect on us. So when you have this self-respect, when I call you a dog, you feel bad about it, right? Like for example, Ayush, you call me a dog. Sir, you're a dog. Just tell me that. Tell. I have no issues. Go ahead. Why are you feeling bad? Just tell. Try. No, just tell. I have no issues. Just tell, man. It's okay. Go ahead. See my response. Then you'll understand.
Why would I say that?
Okay, tell me anything then. Bad. Okay. Anyways, if you feel bad in telling it, I have no issues. If you tell me also, I'm just going to smile and say, oh, Ayush, it sounds so nice from you. Can you call me once more dog, please? What are you going to say? You'll keep.
I wouldn't respond to it.
You won't respond to it. That's how you do it. When someone calls you bad words, smile. When you are very clear that you are not a dog, if someone calls you a dog, why you should bother you? When someone calls your mother or father a dog, Are they really a dog? You have a doubt they're a dog? You know it's my mother and father. They are not a dog. Why do you react? Because we have this human being self-respect. I know many doctors and engineers, they tell us, call me doctor, da, 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 da. Now, what if I call his name? He feels offended. Why? I have studied so much, became a doctor. You have to call me doctor. Don't go after the self-respect. Self-respect is a negative word. It builds up your ego. It builds up your hurt. It builds up you getting irritated or frustrated, and people begin to control your emotions because you build up this huge self-respect onto your head. Know who you are. If anyone calls you a dog or any other bad words in this world, doesn't make any difference because you know who you are. It's only when you doubt who you are, when people call you, or when you have this huge self-respect of a human being, that is when you have the problem. So, next time when someone calls you a bad word, yeah, sounds so nice, man. One more, call me, please, one more. Hey, one more, yeah, please, yeah, one more. Call. How much he's going to call you? It is because he knows you're getting irritated. It is because you're being an entertainment piece to them. That is why they are keep calling you. Did I clear down 100%?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, now he has smiled. So I got the answer now. Last time, yeah, he said. He didn't say with a smile. Okay, so now we got the answer. That's all good. Yes, next, Pooja.
Yeah. So my question is that whenever we are small, we are much more focused and irregular when we move on with our age. Many of the responsibilities come on to us. So our priorities get somewhat deflected. So whatever our main or the top priorities, how can we maintain it through whole our life?
Okay, very good question. Yeah, so how I would say is my concept to everyone is, we are all born as a baby. Please live like a baby and die like a baby. Right? You forget to enjoy life. You forget to chill your life. Everything after an age is so serious. Everything, every mistake you take, you blame yourself so much. Every small thing happens, you blame the world so hard. Stop blaming the world. We are humans. We will make mistakes. It is okay. But make sure you don't repeat the mistakes. I tell everyone, you can make a mistake. But if you repeat a mistake, you are animals. That's what I would say. So first thing you want to understand here is, I am making this mistake. Is there any possibility that I can learn something from this? Because if you're not learning, the world will say you're kiddish again. You're still living like a baby. But you have to grow with age. Now, a lot of responsibilities are coming. Understand the responsibilities and accept the responsibilities. Many people run away from responsibilities. Right? Some couples are there. After marriage, I don't want any kids. What happens if I have kids? I lose my freedom. So I don't want to have kids. Yeah, if you're getting married, obviously you're going to have some kids in some time. If you're not ready for it, you're going to build up frustration. So accept the facts. Accept the responsibilities which is going to come, and then play around those things. Because if you don't accept the responsibility and you go and challenge the responsibility because you want to do something else, then the responsibilities or the relationship will begin to threat you or challenge you or demotivate you on a longer run. Maybe in future you get married. This is obviously it is somewhere revolving around getting married. Getting husband or the family will have a lot of pressure. How do I still carry my my profession? If those responses come in, how it all works out. Maybe sometimes if they are okay with it, go work. Maybe sometimes when the kid comes and maybe the kid really needs you, sometimes you have to take a break 1 year or 2 years to figure out stuff, figure out the kid. Once the kid is figured out, go back. Whichever way, for me, it doesn't matter girl or boy, but at the end of the day, when the responsibility takes you over, you might have to take serious actions temporarily to build up that thing. For example, I'm not saying this will happen, Pooja, but just give you an example. You are studying this right? You're studying this MBBS course. Suddenly your mom is not well, your dad is not well. You are going to leave the education and go to them. It is natural. So sometimes the responsibility will take over. That time, manage the responsibility and then come back to your dream. Did I answer the question indirectly, what you're looking for?
Yes.
Okay, good. Indirectly, I know I didn't answer it directly. Indirectly, I've told them. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Next.
Thank you.
More questions? Ask me anything. I tell people, it's very rare to get a chance to talk to me, but clear all your doubts and clear it 100%. So you don't need to ask anyone about these answers, right? That's it. Meet me once, clear all your doubts. Because once you meet me, you don't need to meet me again also, right? Go ahead. More questions on my job? I will go on talking as long as the questions come. It doesn't matter. Maximum I've gone 3 hours. Don't think that I've talked so much or whatever it is. Don't worry about that. Ask your questions and I will talk. Question 1. Question 2. Is no one of the questions? Okay. Hey, I didn't. Okay, I'm on the last of the chat. So, guys, anyone else want to ask anything? Yes, no? No, yes? My job is done. Back to the organizers. My job is done.
Yes, sir.
I seriously, guys, what I don't understand is you guys are all in medical field and you just have this simple questions to ask. I thought that'll be serious, bigger problems you guys are going through. These are all the simplest questions which I get in general, topics or things, right? So I know you guys have more serious problems, but then when time comes, I know you will ask me, or I'll wait until you guys ask me, or life is going to teach you regardless, right? So if there's still sorry? Yes, Rajal.
Maybe because we are not realizing the real problems in our lives.
It's not maybe you're not realizing or you don't want to realize. There is a difference, right? Most of the people don't want to realize. And that is where the problem is. Because when you don't want to realize, life will hit you sometimes very hard. Sometimes it's too late to make those changes, right? I'm not putting fear or I'm not putting, a thing that something wrong will happen. What I tell everyone is, if you're hurt or, or the normal thing, what I tell is every tear which falls out of your eyes, I think I already told you guys before this, is something life trying to teach you. If you focus that lesson, the tear won't fall. If you don't focus on the lesson, different people, like the old friend, if he doesn't overcome his people calling him bad word, feeling bad, someone will keep calling him bad word until he overcome it. Maybe last, he won't improve his own girl, wife who he loves, will tell him the bad word, that time, love, no, I will forgive her. There, then his own will start calling bad word. Right? Until that, it will go on. More questions? Yes, no, or my job is done. I hope it was not boring. It was interesting. I hope you guys learned something. Right? So if you have learned, feel free to share it to the world in your name. I don't want any name. If you like any quote which I told, put that quote, put your name underneath and let it spread. That's my objective, right? I don't want, as I said, people, I don't want any thank you. I don't want anything from anyone. I just want people to clear the doubts and leave me and leave the other people so that you guys can grow on your own. Right? And if there's something very, very serious, you people want to chat with me, you can click me anywhere on social media or my number I can share if you guys want to. You can WhatsApp me or ask the team for my number. You can WhatsApp me and message me if it is something which you think it is very, very personal and cannot be shared on a public forum. But, what I tell people is ask, guys, ask. If you don't ask for yourself, no one is ever going to ask. To get married to your favorite girl or a guy, you have to ask. If you want promotion, you have to ask. If you want your job or your career, you have to ask. My main objective of all my shows is to make people ask. Got it? I think my job is done for today.
All our queries. It's our honor to interact with you. You are doing a great job to making all our lives positive.
Yep.
Thank you for all your support before this event and during this event.
Perfect. All thanks to God and thank you for everyone for asking these beautiful questions. Because if you didn't ask this question, I'm just going to talk all various stuffs which will add no value to you or no value to me. So I really like when I go directly to question answer without telling my story, which I really like, because that's what I love. I don't want even to spend 1 minute talking about anything other than answering your questions or doubt. You don't need to know me. That's what I tell people. Get the answers which you're looking for, figure out your life, and then go on and, fast forward your life in whichever possible way you want. Got it? There, the bell has rung. So we have to stop the show. So thank you, everyone. All the team, Devanshu, Nandini, Naitik, there was one more Nandini, right? Or something at the end. I forgot. Oh, no. Yeah. So thank you, everyone. And thank you to, AMSA's team for giving me this opportunity. So whenever you guys ready, I'm always there to be of service. And all you doctors should have the same attitude. See, I'm not here to tell you what you have to do. I'm just how I'm living. If every doctor lives in this way, the world will be a much more better place. Got it?
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
All thanks. Bye. Let me shut down the live. Oh, there's many people setting feedbacks here. That's interesting. What's this? Thank you, sir. No. Thanks to God. You made me attend your session. That's a feedback I got from YouTube. So that's good. One feedback we got. There's someone watching. So it's all good. Thanks a lot, Shobha, for that feedback on YouTube. So that's it. See, one person gave a feedback. Maybe all this show is just making a difference to that one Shobha. And if your focus is there, that's all matters. It's that one person, right? So that's it, guys. Thank you, everyone. It was a pleasure. I'll be signing out. And yeah, that's it. Okay. Oops, I got a call also.
Thank you, sir.
Everything works on perfectly. Okay, then. Bye-bye. I'm signing out.
Bye, sir.
Okay, Instagram, YouTube. Thanks a lot, everyone who have signed up for the show. I will come back. It was a pleasure. Shobha, Bipin, Gina, it was a pleasure. So their questions were quite interesting, but I thought there'd be much more serious questions. Hi, Redndi, YouTube, Instagram. I hope you all like the show. Thanks a lot for being a part of the show. It's purely exclusive. I'm going to come here tomorrow, giving the answers in the best possible way. So 5:30 tomorrow, this will be our live show. So I will take your comments. I will open my video for you people to join. So feel free to be a part of it. I had to say something. Yes, Shobha, what do you want to say? Or do you want to come on the live show? I can give you the link and you can come on the live show to say something. Shobha, you want to say something? You want the link to join in the show? It's your wish. I have the power to join in. So anyone, Instagram, YouTube, if you want to join the show, let me know. I can give you the link to be a part of it if you want it. If you don't want it, my job's done. Yes, Shobha, go ahead. What do you want to say? You're typing in or you're coming on the show? Anyone on Instagram want to be a part of the show? Come live talking with me. I will give you the link where you can join. All you need is Google Chrome to join the show. Right? So let me know. No one? Trial 1, trial 2. Thank you, Gokul, for the feedback. Thank you, Support Talents, for the feedback. It's a pleasure that that you have been a part of the show. It was quite interesting. It's all new joiners, so obviously they won't have those complicated questions. I was expecting a lot of complicated questions, but it was interesting. And most of you who have been in my show would have heard all these answers. So it's a pleasure for everyone for being a part of the show. Somya, thanks a lot for your feedback. It's a pleasure that, most of you people are giving the feedback. As you know, if you want to come live with me, I think I'll die. I'm unable to. I want to join. No, sir, next time. Let's do it tomorrow. So it's nothing like that. It's all about positivity. That's good. Thanks a lot. Yes, I'll be coming tomorrow at 5:30. So if you want to be a part of the show, feel free to be a part of the show. I can forward you the link. So I requested you to be in live. Radhi Shetty. Radhi, I didn't read your message. Just message me again, Radhi Shetty, and I will say yes to you, and we can do it tomorrow, right? So Radhi, I will do it tomorrow with you at 5:30. Get ready. We'll have to test it. So what I will do is I will log in from all the network. Radhika, okay. Radhika, I will do it tomorrow with you. I will close all my networks, stay online, message me on Instagram. Let's test it if it works for tomorrow. And tomorrow 5:30, I'll be starting the show with you. And then we can add other people as they want, right? Okay, Radhika, you have my word. Tomorrow we are doing live with you. But what happens is that is Instagram request, I can't take it because the network doesn't allow me to do it, right? I have my own system which will allow me to do it, which is a different system. And that one, I can do it, right? So Radhika, give me a message on Instagram right now. I'm going to look at your message first. I will give you the link, a test link for tomorrow's. Let's test it today. And tomorrow we will go live with you. Okay. So guys, thank you, Facebook, YouTube for this show. It is a pleasure. And I think this is the second time I tried out something live. I liked it that everyone watched this show. And thank you everyone from, AMSA India for being a part of the show. I'm signing out from YouTube tomorrow, 5:30 India time. I'll be doing a live with Radhika first, and then other people can join. It would be my pleasure to be of service to you. Shobha is saying today's session was good as feedback answer from science student. It is just to be in the present. That's good. Go ahead. Live in the present and everything will be fine, right? I'm signing out Facebook, YouTube. See you tomorrow.